So in this video we will look at some more properties of trigonometric functions. So let's start with one of the simpler properties, angle complémentaire. Si deux angles A et B sont complémentaires, alors A est égal à 90 degrés moins B et aussi B est égal à 90 degrés moins A, où A et B sont mesurés en 1 degré. Alors, si on prend un triangle rectangle in a right triangle, you can see that the opposite angles here are always complementary because they have to add up to 180 degrees, and this is already 90 degrees, so these and this have to add up to 90 degrees. So the first property is that sinus A, sine of A, is equal to cosinus B. So what it's saying, that sine of this angle is equal to the cos of that angle. Let's see. What is sine of A? It is côté opposé BC sur hypoténuse AB. BC sur AB. Cosinus B is now côté adjacent of this angle, which is BC sur hypoténuse AB. BC sur AB. So this is also BC sur AB, this is also BC sur AB. So this is true. So this is a fundamental property of trigonometry, that sinus A est égal à cosinus of B, and B we know is 90 degrés moins A. So for example, you can do this on your calculator. Sine of 40 degrees, if I take A is equal to 40 degrees, if this is 40 degrees, then B is equal to 90 minus 40 comes to 50 degrees. So sine of 40 degrees is equal to cos of 50 degrees. I would like you to pause the video now and actually see whether this is true on your calculator. You will find that it is true. Similarly, cos of A is equal to sine of B. So again here let's take cos of A. Cos of A is AC, that is côté adjacent sur hypoténuse AC sur AB. Sinus of B is equal to côté opposé. For this, côté opposé is AC sur hypoténuse AB. So here also it's AC sur AB, here also it's AC sur AB. So therefore we get to cos of A est égal à sinus of B, which is 90 degrés moins A. Pardon, this should be A chapeau. Now, let's take how are tan of A, tangent of A and tangent of B related. So tangente de A c'est égal à BC sur AC. Oui, côté opposé sur côté adjacent. Tan of B is equal to AC sur BC. Côté opposé AC and côté adjacent is in this case BC. So tan of A is equal to BC over AC. Tan of B is equal to AC over BC. What do you see? This is BC over AC. This is AC over BC. Therefore, tan of A is equal to 1 over tan of B, because if you take the reciprocal of that, you divide 1 by this, you will get that. Therefore, you come to the third property, which is tangente de A est égal à 1 sur tangente de 90 degrés moins A. You can again try this. If you put tangent of 40 here, you will get that is equal to 1 over tangent of 50, because 40 and 50 add up to 90 degrees. Okay, that is a very important relationship, these three relationships, because now we will use them in the next part. So, pour tout angle A aigu. What does aigu mean? Acute angle means it is from 0 to 90 degrees. Now in a triangle rectangle, this angle is always smaller than 90 degrees because 90 degrees is already consumed there of the 180 degrees. So this plus this has to equal another 90 degrees. So maximum this can be 90 degrees, that can be 0, or maximum that can be 90 degrees when this is 0. That's a very funny triangle if you have a right triangle with one angle equal to 0. But this is what we are coming to. So what we will now show is that cosinus of R always goes from 0 to 1. It is always between 0 and 1. It can be 0, it can be 1, but it cannot be 2, it cannot be 3. Similarly, sinus of R is also between 0 and 1. And if you remember in one of those problems, I think problem number 37 that you did, you had to find out, you had to draw a triangle. Well, sinus was equal to 4 over 3, which is not possible because it is more than 1. And you had written that it was not possible. For tangent, it's slightly different. Tangent of any angle between 0 and 90 will go from 0 to infinity. We will have a look at this particular case in a in more detail just now. Okay, so let's take an extreme example of a triangle rectangle où A' est égal, not A', sorry, angle A est égal à 0 degré. So if this is our triangle, if A is equal to 0 degrees, then this becomes our triangle. A is here, B and C are, what do you call it? Confondu. So this is a right triangle A, B, C, where this angle has been made into 0. So what do you see here? Cos of A is equal to AC sur AB. So AC sur AB, both are equal. AC est égal à AB. Donc, cos of A est égal à 1. Sinus of A is BC sur AB. BC sur AB. Mais BC est 0. BC est 0. Donc, sinus of A is 0. Now this is since. BC est égal à 0, donc sinus of A is 0. Tan of A is BC over AC. BC over AC. Again BC is 0. Since BC is 0, BC over AC is also 0. So this leads us to cos of 0 is equal to 1. Now remember, cos of 0 is also equal to sine of 90. Why? Because from what we did here, complementary angles, sine of cos of 0 will equal sine of 90 minus 0. Sine of 90 minus 0 is sine of 90. So we come back here. So we can write cos of 0 degrees is 1. Sine of 90 degrees is 1. Similarly, sine is 0. Sine of 0 is 0. Sine of 0 is 0. Therefore, cos of 90 is 0. How do we come to cos of 90? Cos of 90 minus 0. It's again this thing here. Sine of 0 is equal to cos of 90 minus 0. Because angle A we have taken as 0. And tan of 0 is 0. Tan of 0 is 0 because BC is 0. So tan of 0 is 0. Okay. So this is just to make sure you've been watching the video. Send me this answer. Sine of 45 is equal to cos of what? Cos of 60 is equal to sine of what? Okay. Now we'll come back to this line. Tan of A can go from 0 to infinity. We'll see how. So to summarize, cos of A is between 0 and 1 as long as A is between 0 and 90 degrees. Similarly, sine of A is also between 0 and 1. They go in opposite directions. Here you see, when cos is 0, sine is when cos is 0, sine is 0, and when cos is 0, sine is 1. They go in opposite directions. We'll have a look. So what about tan? So let's take a triangle here. Don't look at the little triangle, look at this bigger figure. So I have ABC rectangle AC, and I keep on increasing the angle A. So AC remains the same, BC keeps on increasing as I increase this angle. So I've just plugged in a few values into the calculator. Tan of 0 is 0, that we have already seen. Here we saw tan of 0 is 0. Here tan of A is BC, because BC is 0, there is no côté opposé is 0. Tan of 45 is 1. This is very interesting. Why is tan of 45 equal to 1? Because if you have tan of 45, this will lead to a triangle isocel. Isocel rectangle. This is 45 degrees, this is 45 degrees. Therefore, this side is equal to this side. So this over this is going to equal 1, because this side is equal to this side. So tan of 45 is equal to 1. Tan of 80, I plugged this into the calculator and I got this 5.67. So you already see when I do tan of 80, I am exceeding 1 here. Whereas sine and cos are always between 0 and 1. But tan has already become 5 when I take 80 degrees here. 80 degrees is quite big. So this line, this means that this height here is 5.6 times this. That will be if I do 80 degrees. Here in my drawing it is not 80 degrees. Then if I take tan of 89 degrees, then it becomes 57.29. That means if I take 89 degrees here, then this thing, this côté opposé will be 57 times the length of the côté adjacent. Because this over this will equal 57.29. Now I add a few more zeros, I get closer and closer to 90 degrees, few more nines rather. So I say 89.9999, I get 572,957. That means if I take this angle as 89 degrees, 89.999 degrees, then it will meet very far because it will already be almost vertical. So this line will meet this line at a distance of 573,000 times this distance. I add one more 9. Now there are 5 nines, 89.99999. I get 5,729,577. So as the angle increases, tan keeps on increasing. Well, what happens if you have tan of 90? So then you have a very funny triangle where both, this is 90 degrees, this is paripothèse, this is right angle triangle, and this was also 90 degrees. So where do these lines meet? Well, the technical, in maths they say two parallel lines meet at infinity. So that means the length of base A will be infinity. So infinity divided by a finite distance AC will give you infinity. So that's why we have now shown that if A varies from 0 degrees to 90 degrees, tan of A will vary from 0 to infinity. Okay. So just think about this a little. If you like, you can pause it here and then you can resume the video. Now we come to a very common relationship which says sine of A, divided by cos of A is equal to tan of A. This is for any angle A. Sine of 0, sine of 25 degrees divided by cos of 25 degrees is equal to tan of 25 degrees. How do we prove this? Okay. We will take the côté gauche. We won't do two things together. We will take côté gauche. Côté gauche is sinus of A is C sur AB. Cosinus of A is AC sur AB. AC sur AB. If you have one fraction divided by another fraction, then it's the same as multiplying with the reciprocal of this. You flip this, so it will become BC over AB into AB divided by AC. So you will get this. Once you get this, you see AB cancels out. You will get BC over AC. So sinus in this particular drawing, sine of A divided by cos of A gives you BC over AC. Now if you take côté droite, tangente of A, that is BC over AC. This is also BC over AC, this is also BC over AC. Côté gauche est égal à côté droite. Donc, this relationship is true for all angles, whatever be the value of the angle. Okay. So, if we take, there are some angles particulier, 0 degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees. Sine of 0 is 0. Sine of 30 is 1 over 2, that is half. Sine of 45 is 1 divided by root 2. Sine of 60 is root 3 divided by 2. You can do this on the calculator. The calculator will give you a decimal figure. And if you do root 3 over 2 in your calculator, you will see it's the same figure. And sine of 90 is equal to 1, which we have already seen. Similarly, cos of 0 will equal sine of 90. Cos of 30 will equal sine of 60, root 3 over 2. Cos of 45, both of these are equal, 1 over root 2, 1 over root 2. Cos of 60 is 1 over 2, which is the same as sine of 30. This is, why am I saying all this? This is because it comes from the angle complémentaire properties here. Okay, sine of A is equal to cos of 90 minus A. And finally, let's take tan. Tan of 0 is 0. Tan of 30 is 1/3. Tan of 45 degrees is 1. We saw that on the previous page. And tan of 60 is root 3. Root 3 is already more than 1. And tan of 90 is infinite. Okay. So, now just a final thing, and then this video will end. So pour tout angle aigu alpha, now I am using the Greek letter alpha for the angle, sin alpha au carré plus cos alpha au carré, cosinus alpha au carré est égal à 1 pour tout valeur de alpha, whether alpha is 0 degrees, 5 degrees, 10 degrees, 90 degrees, whatever. If you add this, if you take the square and take the square, you will get. Now here is a tricky bit. I have written sine alpha whole thing squared. In mathematics they write it like this. Can you see that? They put a carré sign there, which is the same as this. So don't get confused with this. This is an unfortunate convention that has been adopted, but now it's too entrenched to change, because it sort of seems to imply that sine is something else, alpha is something else. You take this square of sine and then you multiply by alpha, but sine is just the name of the function. Remember? So whenever you read something like this, sinus sine square alpha, it actually means sine of alpha, the whole thing squared. So this statement, this relationship can be written as sinus, it's just a question of notation. I'm not doing any calculation. This is traditionally written as sine square alpha and read as sine square alpha instead of sine alpha square. This is called sine square alpha, but it means this, sine alpha all squared, the whole thing squared rather. And similarly, cos alpha squared is written as cos square alpha. So we will prove that this is equal to 1. How do we do that? Again, we take the côté gauche. We write down sin square alpha plus cos square alpha. This is the côté gauche here. So if this is alpha, sin alpha is BC over AB, BC over AB all square, full squared, and cos alpha is AC over AB squared. So this squared plus this squared. If you remove the brackets, then you get BC carré, BC square over AB square plus AC square over AB square. If you feel that I'm going too fast, remember that YouTube allows you to slow down videos, and of course you can pause and resume at any time. So because the denominator is the same in both these fractions, So I can just write it commonly like that, BC carré plus AC carré sur AB carré. But so this is a triangle rectangle. This is a triangle rectangle. So therefore, from Pythagoras we know BC carré plus AC carré est égal à AB carré. C carré plus AC carré est égal à AB carré. So BC carré plus AC carré est égal à AB carré. We get AB carré sur AB carré est égal à 1, which is our côté droit. So we have proven that this is true for all values of alpha. I want you as a final thing to confirm for alpha is equal to, I've just taken a random thing, 42. So take the cos sine of 42 degrees, square it, take the cos of 42 degrees, square it, add them up and confirm that they are indeed equal to 1. The sum of them, sum of those two terms is equal to 1. So now this is, we are already 21 minutes into the video, and now these are some of the properties of trigonometric functions. They are not there in the book, but I have given them to you for a more complete knowledge of trigonometry. Now, so you should, I've in this video I made boxes. These box things you should perhaps copy down in somewhere so that you can refer to them often. Here, this relationship, then you can, if you like, copy this angle particulier and then write down this. Better you write down like this. This is true. I'll make a box around this. Okay. Now, the next thing we will do is, let me find a blank piece of paper where I can write something. See how much work we have done together, you and us, you and me. Okay, I find a blank piece of paper. So, let's take a triangle rectangle, and if I say this is 5 centimeters and if I say this is 6 centimeters, with Pythagoras you can calculate that, but we are not interested in that. I now ask you, what is this angle? So, see, given this angle, you can find out the sides. If one side was given and this angle was given, you could calculate that using tan, you could calculate that using sine. But suppose the sides are given and you are asked to find the angle. So this is an inverse function of the trigonometric functions, and this is what we will do in the next video, how to use your calculator, because this is also stored that for a tan, if from your calculator you can say if tan of A is equal to say 5 over 6, then your calculator can actually tell you what is A in degrees. It will tell you. Sorry, I wasn't focusing, but here it is. That tan of A is 5 over 6 here. So what is A equal to? Here we know this side, but we don't know the angle. This your calculator can do. We will look at it in the next video, and then we can continue with problems in the book. Once we do some more problems, then we will come to, I will give you a final video where we can use trigonometry to actually solve for specific triangles. What do I mean by solve for triangles? We discussed that, I mentioned that in an earlier video, but we will take it up in the video after next. So I'll stop here. It's already 25 minutes. You must be getting a little distracted. So go back, view again. I asked you one problem to do and a second problem to confirm. Send it to me to show that you have watched the entire video. I stop here.